I cannot believe what I just saw. It's 11 p.m. Saturday night. I wasn't gonna rip today, but I'm like stunned and hyped. It's crazy. Anyone that watched UFC 278, Leon Edwards is now the champ, and the way he did it, oh my gosh, it was over until it wasn't. My goodness. So I'm gonna just try to talk this out. I was like, maybe do I have a box of UFC cards? And I do. So I'll talk this out a little bit. We'll rip a little bit here. I actually have a video that was supposed to come out before this one. That's a select box, but it's just a regular hobby box. And this one's a H2 hobby box. It's 2022 Select UFC H2, 4 packs, 6 cards in a pack. So 24 cards, pretty short, but I can't go to sleep. It's insane. It's insane. So let's have a little fun. I'll talk, and you can comment below and let me know what your thoughts were. But unbelievable, unfreaking believable. Jeez. Okay, let's have a little good time here. So I've picked against Usman many times. And I was picking Usman originally for this fight, and just because we already know he's a good wrestler. He's a great wrestler. And now he's knocking people out. So I was picking him, but something about this week, Edwards just seems so confident. Like he knew something that we didn't know. And I started switching. And so if I would have bet that fight, I would have bet Leon because I had an inkling, but more because the line was like he was a 3-1 underdog. So, this is one of these boxes. There it is. There are the packs. Sorry. Sitting right there. But I wasn't like confident with that either. And then the fight starts. And I didn't even tell you what's in this pack. Okay, really quickly before we start talking. So there's 24 cards in this, and what we're looking for 6 prism parallels, unwrapped per box. I don't think there's any autos or guaranteed autos. Oh, there we go. Not autos, but we're also looking for H2 exclusive autographs. So not guaranteed. I'm not expecting anything. I just wanted to kind of talk out my feelings. Oh my gosh. So fight starts, and Leon's not looking over at Usman. Usman's being a little bit more aggressive than I expected him to be as far as just like pre-fight stuff. He's all up in Leon's face, and Leon's just not looking at him, not acknowledging him. Just like he's above this. And first round goes in, and Leon reverses and takes him, trips Usman, falls into Usman's guard, and eventually works his way to the back, puts Usman in a body triangle. Not much time left, but I'm watching this thinking, man, Edwards knew something. He's better. He knows how to beat him. Let's get into this pack. But Usman, went to his corner, didn't look overly tired, anything like that. I just thought that, Edwards had found something. Look who we got up here. I saw Connor messaging on there. Looks like he's getting excited to make his comeback. So here's what these cards look like. Very nice. I like Select UFC. We got Conor McGregor. This guy too. We'll talk about him in a second. Paulo Costa had himself a fight. I don't know if it's the cleanest fight, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Dustin Poirier. Who's he fighting? Is he probably gonna... Is he fighting Chandler? I think he's fighting Chandler. Which should be a good fight. Dan Henderson. He's on the challenge right now for NFTs with UFC Strike. So if he can get his moment, it's part of the challenge. And then we got our first color. Look at, we got Islam. Islam's going to be having a championship fight coming up against Charles, and I think Islam is the favorite on there. Even though Charles, I think everyone just... Charles is the champ right now, even though he technically isn't. I think we all agree he's the champ. But look at that color. That is very nice. That's usually they call these discos. It's not numbered. And then got Andrea Lee. Right there, same thing, not numbered. That's what the back of these cards look like. But we'll take care of these. Yeah, so going back to the Edwards Usman fight, and so Usman goes back. He doesn't look overly concerned. More just like, okay, I see what he has. I'm gonna make my adjustment. And there's actually a nice hit right here. So we'll put this into a little Beckett thing. And I thought Edwards was going to come out and kind of build off of that. But the next 3 rounds, 2, 3, 4, Usman was putting it on Leon. And that'll be our hit right now. And... yeah, Leon's body language didn't look good. You know, the commentators were mentioning it, and they were starting to talk like, you know what, Leon, because Usman just started going to wrestling and taking him down and holding him down and just not letting Leon get any strikes in. And it was like, it just completely changed after the first round. So it was kind of crazy. And his body language didn't look good. They kept mentioning that he wasn't looking at his coach. And I don't know, I can't remember in past Leon fights if he's... It's pack number 2. If that's just how he stays in the corner, but yeah, he almost just looked defeated. Hey, it's on the card too. He won against he was a pretty big underdog against who's the guy? I think this is the main prelim, and he won. He was a pretty decent underdog. And his cardio just held up. Tabura. So, good for him. He looked like he was on his way to lose after that first round. We got Gone here. Cyril Gone. See when he comes back. Fight for that thing. And there he is. The former champ. He was on his way to be 16-0 to start his UFC career. Crazy. It's ironic that we have him right here. Oh my gosh, just shows you anything can happen. So we're here, we got some color coming up, and then we'll still keep talking. Got a rookie right here. Gamrot. Put that aside. Oh, that was a rookie here too. Then here's our color. We got Sean Strickland, who I was hoping he would have won his last fight. Because after he started trash talking with Asanya, I thought that would have been a fun, you know, build up, and feel like Strickland's would be a guy that would allow for the fight for Adesanya to counter, and it'd be more of an interesting fight. So it's a Strickland rookie disco. Yeah, so we get to the 5th round, and it's just three rounds to 1, and Leon doesn't seem to be picking it up. His coaches just seem like stunned of what's happening, and well, we have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. He fakes a right, and then goes up high with a left kick. All of a sudden, less than 2 minutes left, puts Usman to sleep. I'm watching this fight by myself, just, I don't even know what to do. It's insane. It is insane what just happened there. Daniel Rodriguez on the rookie. And Usman was on his way to defending again, going 16-0, and he didn't risk manage. He didn't even know what happened. You know, he woke up. They were saying he didn't believe what happened. Jimmy Crute, Francis Ngannou, champ. See when he comes back. Adrian, he fought recently. I think it was on a fight night. Here we got some color here. I got Neil. Pulled some Neils on my other video, so keep an eye out for that one. So this video is supposed to come after my next Select one, but just because of what's happened tonight, we'll put this one out first. But geez. And then we got our first silver refractor Derek Brunson. And you can see it's a refractor silver because it has that like little rainbow effect on there. And you know what? Like, I like Usman. I like Usman. I like Edwards. Just happy for everyone there, or happy for Edwards. Get to see like all the emotion that he has. Got to call his mom. He's had a lot of bad luck, and now they're gonna have a trilogy, and I think it's gonna be a huge fight. Huge fight. They're talking about that they'll do it in London, which we've seen with Patty and Molly and Aspinall, like what they pull over there. Imagine having a champ come out there. Oh, it's gonna be huge. Yeah, there's so many layers to like look at this now, because now you have Usman. You have to like, this is where it tests you, you know, it tests you. We had Amanda just go through this where she seemed invincible, and then Juliana took her out, and then she came back and she faced it, and she made the adjustments, and she dominated, got her belt back. But it's a humbling sport. Because Usman just had to run out the clock. That's all. He was right there. He was winning the fourth or the fifth too. So, man, I think he was winning the fifth. I don't even remember the fifth too much. But that head kick was crazy, especially when you think back to like what Usman did to Masvidal, like that epic knockout, and then he just gets slept. Man. Okay. I didn't even bring up the Paulo Costa and Luke Rockhold fight. Not the cleanest fight, but I was texting a buddy and I was saying that was one of the more entertaining fights. It looked like Luke Rockhold wanted out, but just kept going. Like, you could tell the end was near, and you just appreciated that he fought back. There was a time where he just, probably in the third round, where he was cursed. He was getting a couple headshots from Paulo, and he looks at him and says a couple curse words and throws a right, and was it a right or a left? I forget, but pushes him back. Then he gets on top to finish the fight and does something gross, rubs his blood all over Paulo's face. Oh, crazy. Tito Ortiz. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to go to... Dana White's already said there's going to be a trilogy. This guy's riding high too. Chito Vera. And I keep saying, I can see Sean O'Malley, Chito Vera rematch. They're building that way. I know Sean O'Malley has a tough test with Jan coming up, but I would love to see these two fight again. But I wasn't a big Vera fan, but he's grown on me. I respect what he's doing. Scary fighter. He has a big fight coming up against Chimaev. Everyone's kind of looking past Nate, and this is his last fight on his contract. Can he shock the world? Be crazy. Be crazy. And then our last one is, look at one of the women goats, Amanda, the Lioness Nunes on the silver. No numbered cards. No numbered cards. I don't remember the cost. Usually I tell you the cost of what these box run for. You know what? I'll put it in a back sleeve. But I just wanted to rip and talk and get into it. But there we go. There's Amanda. So we got some cool. We got a good disco with Islam. Good silver with Amanda. Another silver with Brunson. Didn't get anything crazy. Got some a little Conor McGregor on the base and stuff. Some of the fights, but yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. What were your thoughts? Who'd you have going into that fight? Do you think that Edwards can beat Usman a second time? It's going to be in London, it sounds like. Yeah, I think they said it was going to be in London. That's where they want to put it. And man, I don't know who has more pressure. If you fight, you're a champ fighting your home country, the way that the English just like support their fighters, their athletes, it's going to be crazy. But then you have Usman, who's, he knows in the back of his head, he had this. Anthony Smith was saying that he was giving Edwards a lot of credit because he said that Edwards was in that fifth round, kicking his legs. People were wondering, why are you kicking his legs? Why are you kicking his legs? You're not going to get him out at this point. But he feels like that's what set it up, that he was getting Usman to get used to trying to block down low, and he saved that head kick for late. And if that's the case, man, I haven't heard Edwards yet talk. Probably do that after this, but man, the UFC, I love UFC. They put on a show, and even if the cards aren't good, there's always moments that like make you forget about things. And they were in Colorado, so I felt like, or they in Colorado or Salt Lake. Yeah, they were in Salt Lake, Utah. Yeah, they were in Utah. My bad. With the elevation, so they were in. So I don't even know how that played to some of these fights because some people's tanks were getting wasted really early. So, but yeah, it was a good card. Not the best card, but the ending just made everything. Makes you forget everything, and you just think greatest thing that you've ever seen. So, let me know in the comments below what you thought of UFC 278 and. What are your predictions for Usman Edwards 3? But yeah, if this is your first time watching one of these videos, I do a lot of just card collecting, sports collecting. I do a lot of baseball, basketball, football, UFC. Do digital collectibles as well as NFTs, little crypto, stuff like that. So if that's something that interests you, I generally try to talk while I'm ripping. Please consider subscribing to this channel. If you like this video, do me a favor and give it a like. And yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for me. So if you are a collector, good luck on your next rip. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.